can see you from across the room. Yeah, you're wearing that black dress, and I think I'm falling in love with you. Whoa.
Hey guys, so today's video is something that I have been meaning to do, especially since spring is right around the corner. At least in New Jersey, it's like it snows one day and like the next day it's like 60 degrees. And I'm like, oh my god, it's so warm, spring is coming! And then it's gonna probably snow like tomorrow. I try not to get my hopes up. I sat down and I was like, Alina, you are not touching another neutral eyeshadow palette because for me, it's a problem. I reach for neutral shadows more than I reach for anything else. Like, I will be like, 200 eyeshadows, let me just pick one. Oh, the same neutral brown that I use every single day. So today I sat down and I was like, okay, Alina, pick a color and work with it. So I actually picked up the ColourPop So Quiche eyeshadow and I was like, oh, shiny. So I decided to incorporate it and it is beautiful. It's like a taupe with a gold and like pinkish purple iridescence. So it's super beautiful and it turned out so much better than I expected. I was expecting this to go downhill halfway through the tutorial and me like to be like, you know what, whatever, let's just not film it. I'll like sit with like one eyelash and like just watch some Netflix or something. But it didn't. It turned out really great and now I'm contemplating going to Target because I just need to show this makeup off. Like the world needs to see this. It always turns out so good late at night. Like, Hope you enjoy. Don't forget to subscribe if you're not subscribed. I have so many cool videos coming. So give this video a giant like so that I know that you like this tutorial. It helps the video, it lets me know that you like it, so then I'll do more colorful looks, more stuff like this. I love you and I hope you're having a wonderful day. So let's get started. It's a little too much shake for 9 p.m. right now. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and get started. I'm using my e.l.f. eyeshadow primer on my lids just to make sure that my eyeshadow lasts all day. Now I'm going in with Mellow Mauve, which is a blush from Wet n Wild, and I'm actually going to use it as an eyeshadow just because it's this beautiful warm pink. It's kind of like a grapefruit color, something that would just look really nice in the crease with the colors that I'm planning on using. Now you want to make sure you blend this out nicely and thoroughly to make sure it's a fade, not like a lot of color. And I was looking for my perfect eyeshadow brush. This is the MUA Academy. You can get them at CVS. I was looking for this brush because it's nice and fluffy, but it's small and precise. Now I'm taking Wisteria, which is actually from Makeup Geek, and I'm going to use this as a transition shade because I am going to be using a purple, so I thought purple with lavender kind of makes sense. Now I just pack this on. And I do a lot of stopping and dancing. Then I'm going to take my NYX Milk Jumbo Eye Pencil and I'm going to apply that onto the center of my eye just to make sure that when I apply the eyeshadow, it looks beautiful. I'm using So Quiche from ColourPop. It is a really gorgeous taupe color with like rose and like gold undertones. It's really pretty. And then I was trying to figure out what shadow to use in the crease. It was just a mess. And then I accidentally rammed my finger into the eyeshadow when I was trying to pull it out. So I'm just saying that's devastating. Do you not hate when that happens? It happens to me too much. Now I'm taking Motown, which is a nice dark deep purple, and I wanted this in the crease because it looked like a nice shadow. And when you're using color, especially when you're using color, you also have to keep thinking about shadows, which one's the darkest and which one you're going to use put like where. So I ended up kind of really buffing that in. Really spend your time here. Like I could tell you, I probably sat there for 30 minutes blending. Like, I mean, that was a lot, like that was overboard, but seriously, blend, blend, blend. Now I'm taking my MAC Fix Plus. I did decide to use a couple of high-end products here because I was too lazy to get up and get the drugstore ones, but MAC Fix Plus is a really nice investment. I do recommend you get it if you are, you know, planning on doing your makeup a lot. Then I filled in my brows with my NYX Brow Duo, and then I used my MAC concealer to blend it out just because it was right next to me. Honestly, I'd probably use my Sonia Kashuk concealer. It's like the Hidden Agenda palette. That one's really, really incredible, but it was just far away. Now I'm taking this new foundation that I didn't try yet, and honestly, CoverGirl did a really great job, except I picked the wrong color. I hate shopping for drugstore foundations. I like literally never know which color or anything, so I ended up making it work. I brought it down the neck and kind of just, it happened. How do I feel about this foundation? It is pretty good. It is an ageless one, so I feel like it is relatively hydrating. It was a little bit less kind of dewy than I liked it to be. It was pretty like matte actually on my skin. And then I used my NYX HD concealer because you guys know how much I love it right now. And I'm using that under my eyes and on my nose and on my chin and on my forehead. You guys know the drill. I usually love my concealers all around my face just to make sure that everything is nice and even and beautiful, and highlighting my face to make sure that like the high points are really glowing and looking beautiful. And I've been really liking it, so I do recommend if you're looking for a really good concealer to try the NYX one. I didn't like it the first time I tried it, but I'm really loving it right now. Now I'm going to go in and actually use that pink shadow on my lower lash line. What I'm trying to do is kind of create a little bit more of a cohesiveness in the eye, except when you use pink, if you realize sometimes your eyes look a little irritated. So I went back in, buffed it out, and now I'm going in with that same purple shade on a nice precise brush, and I'm going to kind of line the lower lash line. This is number one going to make our eyes just kind of framed, but it's also going to keep that purple like an eyeliner and not make that pink look like we're irritated. So I blended that in, and then I couldn't resist dancing to Justin Bieber because just his new album was like incredible. Like I still can't get over it. Now I'm taking the Telescopic Carbon Black Mascara, putting that on my lashes. Like honestly, it was just like it was right next to me, so I took it. Now my Cocoa Lashes in Soho. I've actually never used these before, but I really love them because I always felt that they were too long, but feel free to cut them and then it works beautifully. And then once again, another dance break. Guys, like I literally just sat there and listened to Pandora. Like it was a problem. Now I'm putting on the second lash and we are almost good to go. Then I stabbed myself in the eye because, you know, nothing works properly in my life. Now I'm taking the CoverGirl Supersizer Mascara. You guys know I love this for my lower lashes, not so much for the top lashes. Don't try it on the top lashes. It doesn't really work out so well. And then my lights decided to fall on me, and I was too lazy to fix them, so I just left it. Now I'm taking my NYX Brow Mascara, and I decided this would be like the perfect thing for my brows just to make sure it finishes it off. And then I'm taking my kind of contour palette, I would say, from Wet n Wild's, and I went ahead and framed my face. You guys know the drill. I'm using my e.l.f. kind of definer brush. This one's actually really nice. I think it was like $6 maybe, but it works really beautifully. And then I'm taking my Real Techniques blush brush and using that same blush slash eyeshadow we were using. Now I'm taking this liquid illuminator from NYX. Honestly, this was my first time trying it. How do I like it? Probably would not buy it again. I feel like it didn't give me that shine that I really wanted it to give me, but it did give me that base that I needed. So I actually ended up using Wisp from ColourPop, which is a really beautiful gold highlight, which is very comparable to the Laura Geller Gilded Honey. It's really beautiful, sits on the cheeks really nicely, and I am very fond of it. And I go in with my ColourPop, like this is my go-to color. It's called Beeper. It's a really nice kind of neutral tone that's a little bit more like on the warm side. I just thought it would look really nice with this look. So that's how the look turned out. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I will see you in the next one. Bye! Oh, I can't see. Contact, where are you? Oh, thank God this was recording. I thought it was recording.